Well, it wouldn't be Florida without this. A heavy tropical rainstorm coming down just prior to kickoff here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Carolina Panthers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. This one taken just inside the 10. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Well, this defense for the Buccaneers, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
Here we go, set! 18, pioneer! Follow, 18!
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down. So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn your lesson the hard way, as he did there.
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter.
Ready.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, pass.
They'll look to throw here. Looking left side, and it's complete. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 26. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. That's his first catch of the game, and an impressive one against multiple defenders.
And how about that start? Really aggressive. Yeah, there was double coverage out there, but that didn't stop them at all. They went right at it and defeated it on that play.
Here we go. Here we go.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. And hopefully for both sides, not a sign of things to come. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
On the ball, on the ball.
A give running left, it's McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Panthers are on the board first here on the road in Tampa. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
On the ready.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. They'll run it again with Fournette. And oh, he coughed it up, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You can go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Another run, this time McCaffrey. And some good tackling there as he's stopped up at about the 41. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Slot man moves right. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Not a whole lot there after the penalty, but remember, it was 1st and 5, not 1st and 10, so now they can keep grinding out first downs, and good things can happen for them. Just 2nd and short coming up.
Okay, break. Let's go.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
This size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Check smash. Check 50. Check smash.
He'll drop to throw. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And this is gonna lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 19. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Let's go now.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Go street.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ready?
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
60 by 60.
Now a handoff running through the middle. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
On 2nd and goal, here's the option. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
Here we go. Check.
The slot man in motion right. 6-0 our score after one. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They're going to look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Gonzalez's kick is good, and that will make this a 9-point lead. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
Okay, ready?
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood. That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Triple 38.
Slot man moves right.
Yellow. Ready.
On play action, here's Tua. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Tua now on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On the ball.
Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
Taken down at the 19-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Second and 8 coming from the 19.
Here we go, set. Steel, black. Slide through. Blue, black.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Drill green. Green jack. Hey,
They'll send a receiver in motion left.
Yellow, blue. Red, yellow. Jet.
Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs are back within a score. Oh, this is blocked. This is going the other way. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. That's a live ball scooped up by the offense. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Come on.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Now back to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
And just a yard to go here on 2nd down.
Look at my team.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Complete to number 18. A gain of 4 yards. 1st down.
Check. 19 tight. 19 tight.
2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down. So that was a very nice play, Charles, from a very speedy cornerback.
And that's one as a defender where you never take your eyes off the quarterback. You're not looking for blockers or worrying about running into one of your own men. You just take dead aim and sprint directly to him, and it paid off on that play.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one better than 20 miles an hour.
19 Tiger.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
This offense on 3rd down today, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. They'll look to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, he's been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
As that ball got away from him, and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
Let's go. Danny Ryan. Cowboy 80.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable second down.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Let's go now. Lightning, let's see.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Taking it in from 14 yards out as his guys are able to extend their lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead now stands at 13.
19. Buccaneers 6.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
Let's go now.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Smash, red. Hustle, hustle.
Tua sets up to pass it. He'll find Fournette again here. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. The Buccaneers at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year.
Set, hut. Right, right. 6, MADDEN. Go red.
The slot man in motion right.
Red, cycle. Blue, striker. Ready?
From just shy of midfield, Tua. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there. 52 yards. And the Bucs have cut it back within a score. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
And he will dive into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion is successful. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Kicks it on the ground with a squib, taken around the 28. And he'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up past the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. A big play there for Carolina. 53 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hold.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
Following the penalty, they'll go back to the run game. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. Still a ways from the end zone as they come up now on 2nd and goal. On play action, they'll throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. From 13 yards out. And the Panthers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And oh, it's no good. For the 2nd time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5.
The Bucs take over 1st down 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Okay, Frank.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their...
Mike Evans, he's going to go. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bucs are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch. But he is not going to make it into the end zone. They stop him short, so they'll add only 6 as we come up on halftime. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. Kicks it on the ground with a squib, taken around the 28. They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position.
Here we go. Dragon 60. Cut 19. 77 Wolf.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that is incomplete. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start to... 20-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Check pink. Ready?
They keep it with Fournette on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Tua now on first down. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw, but that's only half the battle because they've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of a play that looked like it was in trouble.
Yellow, zoom.
Here's Tagovailoa on first and 10. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Buccaneers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. And he's going to be hit and taken down in the backfield. Just nowhere to run that time. And the try for 2 is snuffed out. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Okay, ready?
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. An explosive 38-yard pickup.
I don't care what level of football you play. This one was a universal, wasn't it? When we were kids and we played touch football, remember we get in these positions and you just say, everybody go long and hope someone would come free.
Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. They run with McCaffrey off the option. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On on second down. They'll run it here. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
We've seen this a few times in this game. That offensive line, just, I don't know if you want to call it out physical, out tough, whatever you want to use.
And what people do when that is happening, when they're getting dominated that way, they spread things out a little bit, make it more of a space game, and allow your skill position players to make a few plays out in open field. Take away the physical element, gives you a chance.
Off the RPO, he completes it. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 16. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13.
Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Let's go now. Go free.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Ready?
2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
From back at the 3 now. This is 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, such a good drive. You'd hate to have it end in 3. Do you think about going for it?
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that they moved the ball so well should lead you to the decision that maybe we should go for it right here. Also, as a head coach, show some confidence in your team. Let them know you think they can go get it.
Gonzalez's kick is good, and they have regained the lead.
So, CD, maybe put a pin in that one as this game progresses. It's a field goal that gets them the lead here in the 3rd, but, boy, you hate settling for 3 when you're that close to the goal line.
Well, it certainly pains me to say it, but I do think it was the right call. Now, if they lose, you and I both know that'd be one of the things that gets second-guessed. Why didn't you go for it on 4th and goal? But I know the mindset was take the points, get the lead. And by the way, if they went for it and got stuffed, they'd second-guess that too.
They begin with a run by Fournette. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Again, it's Fournette. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
From the gun, it's Tua. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Brian Burns. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. A handoff, Fournette running left. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
Card red. You yellow. Hey.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. A quick pass here to Godwin. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down. And Tua going to slide to a halt, but he will have the 1st down. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
On the double.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll send the big tight end in motion right.
Steel, black. Ready.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down. Stopped at the Panthers' 36. 79 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's taken down at the 27. So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10.
Red, yellow. Black shot. Hey.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his 1st career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his 2nd one.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Flush to his right. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
On the double.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
18, 5 here. Ready.
They'll drop to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it.
And the Bucs are right back in this football game.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. Fournette once more on second down. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Set, ready.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Coming up on 2nd and 7.
97. Ready?
Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. Over the middle, complete. That's White. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. They will run with White out of the shotgun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
But they're certainly not neglecting their run duties as well as they ate up the blockers in front and allowed the secondary to get home.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 122 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
Smash, red.
On first down, Tagovailoa. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Buccaneers have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Rodrigo Blankenship on for the PAT. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coached some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield.
He's got a man. Complete. 20. 10. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Panthers answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. They'll try and run it here. And he will not get there. He comes up short. And they're unable to push this lead to a field goal as it'll remain a 1-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Ready.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
White. 6, mega, red, cycle. Ready?
From the 29, Tua. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it.
And the Panthers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. Now this time he'll look to throw.
He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13 yards, first down, Panthers. Well, a clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
So with your team leading in the fourth quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Here we go.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
And they will take a knee here.
Ready, break!
Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. Good bounce back win. They take the knee. Can't stop the clock defensively. Tough opening week loss, but now 1-1.
Shows that they handled things really well. A lot of teams panic after a week 1 loss, and they start to think that the sky's falling. This team realized there's a long season, and they feel very talented, and they get it done in this one.
So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And I tell you, these division games, never for the faint of heart, but they come through with a tight victory here on the road.
And you find yourself working harder in a game like this too, don't you?
Yeah,
because you got to stay with it, right? You got to stay with it. You got to stay locked in. It's our type of a game. And you just mentioned it. Division game, on the road, tight, and they find a way to win it. Way to hunker down, as my old coach used to say, and find your way through.
So for the Panthers, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll return home next week to take on the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens.